Okay guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing the patch overview. So what I'll be doing is I'll be going over the new guards, as you can see there. I'll also be going over the new UI layout in Smite, which is over there too. And yeah, I'll be going over the newest skin coming to Smite, which will be Loki's skin. So yeah, let's quickly go over Loki's skin. Loki, there you are. So this is Loki's Halloween skin, and it is exclusive, meaning that you can only get it from a chest or special events. But in this case, you can only get this Loki skin from the Halloween chest. Unfortunately, I can't buy this skin on a PTS and show you it in game, because the only chest I see when I go into the store is the Odyssey. So I can't buy this skin to show you, unfortunately. But yeah, the animations and noises on this skin are really cool. For example, when Loki goes invisible, he turns into a skeleton. But I can't show you that because, like I said, I can't get him in game. So what I can do is I can show you the skin here like I am, and I can show you his voice pack. So yeah, this is the Loki skin. And his voice pack.
I'll defend middle lane. I'll defend middle lane. Enemies incoming left. Enemy missing middle. Be careful left. I'll gank middle lane. Enemy missing left. Stay here. I'll attack the fire giant. Yes. Good job. Be careful middle.
Okay, so yeah, that is the new Loki skin. It is called Grim Mirachi Loki, and that is the god card for it. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the new layout for the Smite UI. So this is where you queue for a game, so you can either click on practice to pick a practice map, like so. It tells you what the game is about, and it gives you a picture of the map there. So this is the practice match. Then you can go into normal conquest, as you can see here, or the Halloween arena, or custom, which is just that picture. So Halloween Arena is a new event that Smite, well, what Hi-Rez is going to be doing for all of October. So what they have done is they've taken the arena map. Let me click on it. No, you can't see the picture. But anyway, they've taken the arena map and they've gave it a whole Halloween effect overhaul. So they've got banners with pumpkins on, banners with bats on. The archers now throw little pumpkins instead of arrows, I think. The statues in the arena have pumpkins on their heads. And also, whenever a god dies, they drop a tombstone where they died. So you can see tombstones started drawing a map. And lastly, these arena juggernauts, the massively oversized men that carry the sphere and they go to the enemy's portal, they now carry a pumpkin instead of a big glass sphere. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and it's a good idea by Hi-Rez. So yeah, let's jump into a practice match with Sol. Okay, so now I'm going to show you Sol in a practice match. So here she is.
Sol. So
Sol is the Norse sun god. So similar to Ra as the Egyptian sun god, Sol is the Norse one. So yeah, this is her model. She is pretty cool. I actually really like Sol's model. I like Sol's recolor. I personally think it's the best recolor in the game. And yeah, I will show you that after I've shown you her normal model. So let's get into it. So this is her normal card, which you'll see in a second, and this is her recolor card. I think her recolor is awesome. But I'll show you that after I've gone over her abilities, her voice pack, and her normal model. Let's load into the game here. Okay.
Getting the knack for projecting my power here. Ooh, I look hot. If I do say so myself.
So as you can tell, Sol is a very happy, just a very happy god in general. So yeah, that's kind of like what you get from all of her voice pack and her emotes. So let's quickly level up to level 20. It's taking forever. Okay, so leveled up to 20, we will buy full cooldown now, just so I can show you her abilities more often. Buy all of it. And also get beads for that extra cooldown. Okay, so we are ready to go into a passive. So as you can see, this is her passive meter, and what a passive meter does, it is called Unstable Manifestation. So basically, instead of reading the whole tooltip, I'll just explain it to you briefly. So Sol gets 1% magical power and 1% attack speed for every 3 stacks of her passive, or for every 3% of her passive. Her passive builds up to 100%, and for every 3% she gets 1% magical power and attack speed. So at max stacks of her passive, you'll be able to get 33% magical power and 33% attack speed. So it actually is a really big buff. And also another thing about a passive is once it hits full, it's called how do they describe it? Oh, basically, they just say 100%. So when Sol hits 100% on her passive meter, she gets an extra 50% damage on her auto attacks. So she gets a cool new effect. She glows a different color, and she gains 50% more damage on her auto attacks. So as you can see, her auto attacks are doing 88 to that minion. And if I build up her passive, build up a passive here. We'll get there eventually. So now you can see it's doing 166 per shot. And also you can see the new effect for Sol, and yeah, she just looks awesome. So that's Sol's passive. So the way you build up Sol's passive is for every basic attack you hit, that stacks 5% of the 100. So you need to hit 20 basic attacks in order to stack up to full. But you can also get percentage from her abilities. For example, her 1 at max rank, her 1 at max rank gives her 80% of her passive. So you don't need to auto attack that much to build it up. But yeah, once it's built up, it will majorly buff your auto attack damage. Okay, so I think I've explained the passive there. So if you have any questions about any of her abilities after this video, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them. So yeah, let's move on to her first ability. So her first ability is called Radiance. So what Radiance does is it casts. Let me just level up my abilities. So what Radiance does is it casts a small circle similar to Hell's Free around Sol. The only difference is once you cast it, it stays still. And as you can see, at max rank, I've already got my passive full off using just one ability. So I'll wait for my passive meter to go all the way back down. Okay, and then after I use my 1, I will get my passive meter full off this first ability. There you go. So now Sol's passive is full, and she can do extra damage on her enhance. So what Radiance actually does is it deals damage to gods in the area. So once you put it on the floor, if a god walks into it, it'll deal damage to him over time. It'll do 150 ticks at max rank, and it also heals Sol at max rank for 25% of her missing health. So if she is missing 90% of her missing health, she'll get 25% of that 90 back over the next 5 seconds. So it's not a burst heal, she'll get it back over the next 5 seconds. And yeah, so that's pretty much what her first ability does. It does damage in a circle from where she's standing, dealing dot damage to gods that are in it. It heals her for 25% of her missing health, and it also gives her percentage onto her passive meter. Also, I love how I love how Sol flies around like this. It looks awesome. Just look at it. I love her movement animation. It's cool. So look at her jumps actually. It's just a normal jump. Okay, so let's move on to her second ability. Her second ability is called Stellar Burst. So what Stellar Burst does, let me just read this a second. Okay, so yeah, what Stellar Burst does is you press the second ability and it'll enhance your next auto attack. So it's not your next successful auto attack, it's the next auto attack you fire. So if you miss, then it's gone. So what it does is it'll enhance your next auto attack, and then either when it hits max range or when it hits its first target, it'll expand in a circle outwards, and when that gets to the max radius of the circle, it'll expand. Despand? I don't think that's a word, but it'll come back inwards, and on that inwards circle, it slows enemies for 35% at max rank. No, 50% at max rank. Nope, wrong ability. Yeah, it'll slow for 35% at max rank. So I'm just going to show you what this is. So you press 2,
Time to shine.
and auto attack. So as you can see, the 2 circles. The first circle just does damage, and the second circle that comes inwards deals damage again and slows. So as you can see, I'll show you a bit closer up. The ability is applied. And you can see that effect on Odin means he has been slowed, and it is 35% at max rank. I wonder what happened. I wonder how long it lasts. Is it just my next auto attack, or can I keep it forever?
Let's make it hot.
Will it stay forever? So will it what I'm trying to find out is, will this buff stay on until I auto attack next, so I can cast it whenever, or will it disappear after time? Okay, it looks like it'll stay on until you cast your next auto attack. So I can cast my 2, we'll leave base, then go to lane, and then boom, fire it. See, that's another thing. This ability doesn't have to hit a target to explode. So say if the Odin was there, I could fire here, and there we go. I can still get him with both ticks and slow him. So yeah, that's Nox's 2. No, I keep calling her Nox. I don't know why I keep calling her Nox. But yeah, that's Solid's 2. That's speed, so we can get off cooldown faster. Let's do it again. But yeah, it looks really cool. I think Sol looks amazing. She is one of the... in my opinion, she's one of the best modelled gods. But yeah, let's move on to her third ability. Her third ability is called Disapparate. So essentially what this ability does is, after you cast it, it is applied for 3 seconds. And during those 3 seconds, it leaves a trail of fire behind her that deals damage to gods that walk over it, and it gives her 50% movement speed at max rank. And then after that 3 seconds is up, your physical body kind of turns into a ball, and while you're in that ball state, you can't be targeted by any enemy abilities. So you're not immune to damage, but you are untargetable. So if you take dot damage before you go into the ball, you will still take the dot damage, but people can't hit you with an auto attack while you are in the ball, or they can't hit you with abilities while you're in the ball. So I'll quickly show you this ability. Press 3.
Let's go!
And you see I'm leaving a fire trail behind me while moving faster. And there we go, I am in ball form and I'm untargetable. So, there's a few extra things I should state about this ability. After you finish dashing ground, after that 3 seconds, you turn into a ball. Your fire trail then explodes and stuns enemy guards near the fire trail. So it'll stun the guards, which I'll show you on the Odin.
Been here long enough.
So let's loop around this Odin. As you can see, he's taking damage. And there we go, he's stunned when I go into the ball form. Now, another thing about the ball form is you can cancel it at any time you want. So if you're just doing this to be aggressive and chase someone, let's say if I want to chase this robot down, you can press your 3, get the movement speed, and then when you go into ball form, you can right click and cancel it to be able to use abilities. Let me just quickly kill this raw.
Yes, time to shine. Oh, now I'm anchored down.
Let's try getting with the 3. And you can stay stunned. Boop. Cancel my 3, and there we go. We got him.
But yet the night is the darkest.
So I also should explain how your first ability gives you 8% on your passive, your second ability gives you 10% on your passive, and your third ability also gives you 10% on your passive. So for building up your passive meter, your first ability is really the one to do it.
Anchored and stable. Ha! Now I'm angry.
So yeah, her third ability is essentially a movement speed ability that is also good for escaping. And yeah, it's good for chasing people down, it's a good stun, it does quite a bit of damage. So yeah, it's just a good all-round ability. Now for her ultimate. This is the target on her ultimate, and what it does is it fires 8 missiles downwards in a target like this. It'll fire 8 of the missiles, and you can spread it like AMC's honey. So you click and like paste, if you know what I mean. So if you ever played Amazon Carb with this honey, you click at the circle on the floor and then drag it to spread it across the floor. That's what you do with Sol's missiles. So her first missile deals the full 100% damage and knocks back enemies. And then for any extra missiles that the god is hit by, it will only do 20% of the initial damage. So the first one does a lot of damage and knocks them back, and the other ones do 20% of the first damage. So yeah, I'll show you what this looks like. I can hit both Odin bots from here.
Supernova!
Oh, I could hit both Odin bots if I, targeted them. So yeah, it deals 350 damage base, plus your scaling at max rank. And it only does that full damage on the first hit, and then it does 20% damage on any successive hits. It also knocks back enemies once you hit them with the first one. So yeah, while I'm waiting for Sol's ultimate to come off cooldown, I will quickly go over her voice pack and her emotes, and then when it comes off cooldown, I'll show you that again, and yeah, that'll be the end for Sol. So let's go over her voice pack.
I like. You are one spark short of a fire, yes? You can't kill me, I'm not even really here. Do you want to play? I'm game. I am literally too hot for you. Do you want to play? I'm game.
I really like how happy Sol is. She's quite funny. And her jokes.
Apollo. I hold the sun across the sky. Apollo just gets in the way. Like a little lost boy. You know the saying, if you play with fire, it enjoys it. I got in trouble for being too beautiful. You had no such worries. Apollo.
Okay, so that's it for her taunt and jokes, and now I'll go into her general voice pack.
Apollo just gets in the way. Like a little lost boy. Beautiful game. Yeah! Good work. Retreat! Attack! Have fun! May luck find you well. Defend! Middle lane! Defend! Attack! Gank! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
So yeah, that is Sol's voice pack, and now I'll quickly show you her emotes. VX. There you go. Why is the wave not working? Oh, it was. My bad. That's her wave. Her clap. Is a lot more joyful. And yeah, this is just a standard emote that everyone has. Can I use it? Why is it? Do I have to stand still? Why is it not working? Why is my firework not working? I don't even know. So I will quickly show you Sol's ultimate one more time before I show you her recolor, and I think that'll be it for this video. So let's do this.
No more. Nice girl.
So as you can see, it did 312 damage to the Odin and knocked him backwards.
Now I'm anchored, little unstable. Now I'm anchored, unstable. Now I'm anchored. Hold up. Time now. I'm anchored, unstable.
this has been Sol. I'll quickly jump out of this and show you her. Actually, I won't go back into the game. I don't think. I will just show you her recolor in the Smite client, and I think that'll be where I end the video. So this is Sol's recolor called Supernova, which, in my opinion, is one of the best recolors in the game. I don't know why. I just think it looks really cool. It's like Agni's skin, where Agni's recolor is a blue skin, but it's not really fiery. It's just blue clothes and blue skin, whereas this one is it's just so much better. It is a really cool recolor. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you are new around here, please do subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for watching.